Thank you. Experience is the best teacher. How many of you agree? Very good evening, Madam President, Toastmasters, and dear guests. Experience is the best teacher, as most of you agreed on that. But to learn from that experience or to dare to experiment with the things, you require a very important person in your life, and that is mentor. Last Sunday, I had a career counseling session with one of the students who is in grade 10. While discussing, he showed his interest to be an entrepreneur. He was very confident and little stubborn. And to prove that, he said me, I already started working on that. I said, how? He said, I started watching on the business stuff. I said, look, David, it's a huge difference to just watch the business content and to actually start a business, which sounded like gyan for him. As he said, I know that success, there is no success without failure, and I experimented it. I said, how? He said me, I was knowing nothing about kitchen, but I need to chop tomato a day. One day, and I started. I failed first 2 times, and in third attempt, I succeeded. I said him, it's good that finally you know how to chop the tomatoes. But what you lost in that? 2 tomatoes, time, energy, and you risk yourself with the knife. If instead of that, if you could have asked your mother who is right there and follow the instruction, you could change the game. Dear friends, this is how we many a times underestimate to seeking the help and guidance of mentor. In an age where instant gratification is glorified, it is not surprising that young entrepreneurs do not seek mentor as hard as they try to find co-founder and investors. But this is a topic of debate where entrepreneurs could have mentor or not. Some very famous tech titans have founders who had mentors, like Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg. He have mentor as Steve Jobs, and so on. In your personal and business life, the chances of success can be amplified having the right mentor. Valuable connections, timely suggestions, checks, and along with that spiritual and moral support you gain from your mentor will literally leapfrog you to the next level or leapfrog you to the business. Here are few listed importance or benefits of having a mentor for an entrepreneur. The very first is mentor can save you from risk and losses. And that is very important, at least in the initial phase of business. Second, your chances of success with the mentor increases, as it's shown by the survey and research that 80% of the CEO receive some kind of mentorship in their life. 93% of startup admitted that mentorship is instrumental for business success. To that, 25% of employers in the organization change their salary grade with the help of mentors. Third, with the mentors, your business life is more. How? If you look at the number of business failed, you could have wished that every business owner should have mentor, as 30% of the business may not celebrate their first anniversary. 50% of those could not make it to next 5 years. At the same time, 70% of mentored business survive more than 5 years. Isn't something amazing to think on? Next, encouragement. When you work hard, when you put all your blood, sweat, and tears together to uplift the business, and suddenly with the losses, you get down the phase of depression, because business, it's all about up and down. Then the only person always with you is your mentor to keep your head high. This is the importance of mentor in our life. In Toastmasters as well, we have this beautiful culture of mentorship, where in an organized way, new members is paired with an experienced Toastmaster to ensure the personal growth and development are being achieved. New members are quickly onboarded and mentors are there to help them out with taking up the roles and preparing speeches and delivering to them. It is that one point of comfort and emotionally where you have to walk into the room who is the unknown audience for you. There, your mentor sounds as a comfort zone to you. With my experience, sharing my experience with Toastmasters, I joined Toastmasters, and after my first speech, icebreaker speech, I wanted to fly high with my speed. And then my mentor, Toastmaster Preeti, came as a speed breaker. She realized me the importance of glow, slow, and steady. She made me, Aarti, calm down. Otherwise, you may lose the interest and passion towards the Toastmasters. And thank you so much, Preeti, for that. As I realize this now, as how much I'm involved in going slow and steady. The mentor-mentee relationship is like a clap, where both hands are required, mentor and mentee, the same time. The mentor should be unconditionally present to guide and motivate the mentee. At the same time, mentee should take it positively. And dear Toastmasters, I request you all, make a noise full of clapping with having this mentor-mentee relationship or having this program. And at our club, we are even more blessed to have DTM Rajesh in the capacity of mentor chair, who himself is an inspiration. And sharing with that, my today's speech, I prepared. As last speech I delivered without preparation, I tried I should experiment with myself. And while going back to home, I discussed this with Rajesh sir. If sir remember it, that sir, I experimented this with me. And sir, in a very simplified way, DTM Rajesh explained me the importance of preparing the speech. Hope you like the speech. Over to you, Toastmaster.